Welcome back to the channel, guys. Yep, I am not in, the uh, upper Northwest or Minnesota. I am still in Fort Worth, Texas, and everything is covered in snow. It's 12 degrees. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. I like to wish all you ladies and you gentlemen too. No, I don't swing that way, but everybody just happy Valentine's Day. Oh, see, Texans can't drive on this. We can't even walk on it. Oh man, see, this is just ridiculous. Everything's slick. My phone says it's 12 degrees outside. This is dry snow. This ain't wet snow like we're used to. When we do get snow, it's usually pretty wet because it's all, oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's typically a more moist snow because it's not really that cold outside most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wanted to show you guys. I come out here earlier with my little boy because he wanted to come, mess around in the snow. We had a little snow fight, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick what the difference is. This little hoop tunnel. I get confused at what the hell they call them. It's all semantics to me. It serves a specific purpose, and that is to keep wind off of plants. These guys are right back to looking nice and wilted because, like I said, it's not going to save them from the cold, but it'll definitely save them from the wind. This is exactly what they looked like the other day when I come out here. Got that one. Let's get that up there. And let's go in. Oh. Alright. So like I said, it's 12 degrees. Everything. This is exactly. Ooh, see? That's all. I can feel how stiff that is. This is not any time to go messing with these. If you've got your garden doing this type of thing, if you're in a climate that's getting a lot of ridiculous cold, leave them alone. They might come back, after it warms up a bit. It's gonna be below freezing until next weekend, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I saw freezing temperatures as highs until next Friday. I think we're supposed to get slightly. I think it's supposed to be like 33 next Friday. So this is Sunday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. We've got a lot of this to come. I don't know how much more precipitation we're gonna get. How much more snow, sleet, freezing rain. I don't know how much more of that we're gonna get, but yeah, I just wanted to show you. But I made that video yesterday, and those plants, they were like that the day before I made yesterday's video, so they might bounce back. We'll see. I'm not gonna give up on them. I'm really excited for my first in-ground carrots. And I'm gonna take you guys over here and talk about something that I'm not really excited about, but I've tried to make videos in the past about it. It's my peach tree. Now, I bought a Georgia Belle peach 3 years ago. Last year would have been the first year that I could harvest a decent crop. Like that first year, you don't want to let them flower. You don't want to let them try to fruit when you first put them in ground. Let them get established. This is it behind me, and obviously it's winter, so it's bare naked. That's fine. Um, but this tree is sick. Um, I've noticed the last 2 years that it was dropping leaves in the middle of summer when no fruit tree should be dropping leaves. If you have a tree that's dropping leaves in the middle of summer, you got a problem. And I should have come in here and cut out those branches that were dropping leaves, because it really just it was really in the nucleus, the center of the tree itself. But I may end up coming back in here and just really just lopping this off and just leave stubs. Now this is gonna keep the same flavor of the tree, but I'm gonna lose this hardy red nectarine that I grafted the year I put it in ground, which is fine with me. To be honest, the disease may have come in on the scion wood. Let me. So it's bacterial leaf spot, and it'll look very splotchy, like basically like somebody took a shotgun to it. It's a bacterial disease, obviously, so it can't really be treated. They say it can be maintained, but I don't want to risk it anymore. And also, if you can see, I tried to prune that as a goblet and keep it open, plenty of airflow and all that stuff. But I didn't prune it enough. I think that's probably the problem. If I didn't bring in the disease on some scion wood or something of that nature, or if it wasn't just an environmental cause, because last year was pretty prime for we were cool and wet and very windy for a sustained amount of time. Now, typically, that'll be a couple of weeks in North Texas. Will be pretty windy and wet, maybe a week or two tops. But then it warms up, and we were in the 70s, very wet and windy for a sustained probably a good 6 weeks last spring. So I don't know if that's when it got sick, but I think it was sick the year before. I don't know. I can't really remember. That's why I kind of want to document these type of things. But I'm probably going to come in here and just hack this back and try to get rid of the disease itself, and maybe just maintain it from then on. Probably going to have to do essentially the same thing with the Santa Rosa plum. It's kind of displaying the same sort of in the nucleus, having some gunshot type holes in the leaves and some minor leaf drops. So I want to nip that in the bud before it gets too serious. But God, I cannot believe how much snow is out here. You know what? I'm 37 years old, and I don't think I've ever seen this much actual snow. Now, we've had sleet, rain, freezing rain, and ice on the roads many times. I actually lost a job in 2014 or 15 because there were 6 inches of ice on the freaking ground. I was driving a little bitty Eclipse. There wasn't no way in hell I was getting all the way to Grand Prairie from Fort Worth. What the hell they were thinking? Blackberries, pretty damn stiff. Yep. You don't want to mess with your plants too much when they're frozen. That's gonna cause some scar tissue. I feel like I need to be out here in like those boots with the spikes on them. There's a bit of grade to my land, and I feel like I'm just slipping and sliding all over the damn place. Yeah, so this is my moringa tree that actually came back from the roots as it was a freeze maybe 3 years ago. We got a really hard freeze. Got down to 10 degrees outside. I actually had this indoors, but it was in a room that isn't heated, isn't insulated. It was just a back room where we keep some spare stuff. And it actually came back from that root. I don't think it's gonna come back from this. I don't think that's happening. But we will see. I mean, anything's possible, right? Anyway, I wanted to talk real quick. I just watched a video of this dude that was obviously having some serious, obviously having some issues with narcotics. But I clicked on it because it said how to make poppy seed tea. I was like, well, poppy seed tea. I was like, okay, I've heard of like chamomile tea, and everybody's making these herbal teas nowadays. And I was like, okay, well, shit, let's see what this dude was. He was having some issues, and basically he was just sitting there. He would tell you how to do something, and he'd be like, "But if you do that, you're breaking the law." And I'm just like, okay. And then he just say, oh, and you can do this, but at that point, you're definitely breaking the law. And I'm just like, why are they? He's like, well, I'm not advocating for drug use. I'm like, it sounds exactly like what you're doing, bruh. Rosemary. I'm gonna be doing a lot of cutting and propagating this for sale. Real soon, as soon as it thaws out. I mean, you don't really. They say you need to do it with the tender, the young growth, but I've actually got it to propagate from some of the woodier stuff. It's just takes a little bit longer. So you want to take your cuttings as soon as you possibly can in spring, or you can wait and wait for the. Either way, you're gonna end up waiting. So start with a little bit more mature. Material, and it'll take off, trust me. Just keep them warm, keep the bottom warm, and they will propagate very easily. And you can sell those for $5 a piece. Whew. Okay, well, my truck's covered in snow. Think I might give it a start, head down to the store, pick up a few things. And if you're from Texas, you know exactly what those few things are. Yeah, beer. I'm going to get some beer, because sitting in the house all day, it's just, I've been watching YouTube just like everybody else, watching gardening channels, watching people be warmer than I am, but it is what it is. And jeez, look at that. This is North Texas. It's 12 degrees right now. We don't know, and it's supposed to get down to like 2 or 3, 4, I don't know. This is not normal. What in the hell is going on? Ugh. This is awful. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications if you want. That'd greatly be appreciated. This spring is going to be bonkers in the garden. I'm really gonna turn up and get a lot of things in ground, get a lot of production. I've been building soil and working on those weeds, and doing everything that I know works, rather than just those, oh well, back to eating, just put down some cardboard and some wood chips and you're good to go. No, you're not. That doesn't work on perennial grasses at all. Not even a little bit. Doesn't even knock them back. They just they laugh at that shit. So yeah, just put down a tarp, put down some compost. If you feel like you need to till it in, by all means, go ahead and do that. I don't till. I can't till. There's too many stones in this yard. I would mess somebody's tiller up. But yeah, just if you want to till in some compost, do so. Then tarp it and leave it for a whole season. If it's the summer, leave it for the summer. You're not growing too much in the summer anyway. You'll get some ripening stuff. I mean, you can grow some cucumbers, stuff like that, but it's just not worth it. I would rather tarp something, leave it through the growing season, and really just hit them hard in the fall or that next spring, whatever. But yeah, anyway, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Let me get this glove off so I can stop the camera, and I'm out.